Hello, can you hear
Hello?
me? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, many thanks for joining me this afternoon.
Good
Hello?
afternoon to your
Yes,
listeners.
yes. So, you're running for the National Nasara Coordinator position.
Yes, please.
Yes. So, of course, many people would question what you've committed to the party up until this point. I know that you've been a member of the Young Elephants since 1999, and you've held several positions, including Deputy Youth Organizer, Nasara Ashanti Region 2003, Member, National Nasara Youth Wing 2004, all the way up to, you know, 2020, where you were member identifiable groups, Greater Accra 2020, Zongos, and Fulani communities. Now, it would be good if you could tell us more about your work with the party up until now.
Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to use this opportunity also to one wish all Muslims across the globe Eid al Mubarak, and also to greet the party hierarchy, especially my Nasara coordinators across board. I started my political life in the early 1998, where we were young men, young guys, okay, going around Kumasi around the 18, the Rainway, carrying boxes, seeking for contributions from sellers, traders around the Kumasi. And that is where it started. And by doing so, I remember when Alhaji Maiga, the late Alhaji Maiga, the founder for Nasara, and President then candidate Kofor, Honorable Mukhtar Bamba came to Alaba to meet the Zabarma people around Alaba. And I was given an opportunity to talk.
I see.
And by then, Alhaji Maiga saw the competence in me, and he decided that he will work with me.
I see.
In fact, he proposed that I should be made because by then the appointment had been done already. So he proposed that I should be made the deputy youth organizer for Nasara in Ashanti region,
I see.
which I worked. In fact, I remember in 2004 when our MP then was sick, and Offenso MP then, Osafo was sick, and Honorable Kandapa was the MP for Efija Kwabere then, and then he was the Minister for Defense. In fact, he comes to Kumasi, pick us sleeping place, and we will be working in Offenso till we were able to maintain that seat.
Wow, I see.
The later,
I mean, I mean, carry on.
later
I'm
the
listening.
MP died, and we have to go for a by-election. So I have been a grassroots person from the onset. And I have worked, if you look at my CV, I have worked as a special assistant to Honorable Boniface Abubakar Sadiq,
Right.
Minister for Manpower, Youth Employment, as a Minister for Works and Housing. I didn't stop that. I created the Dombo Advocacy Forum by myself to advocate for the less privileged one and also the northern politicians, how to build politicians in the north and the Awazongo community. I was an integral part of the skill training project that then Mrs. Akufo-Addo, now the First Lady, initiated to train women and the youth across the country. We've trained women, the youth front in Greater Accra, in the Volta region, then in the Eastern region, in the 5 northern region, now the 3 northern, now the 3 northern region, now the
Now
5
the
northern
five,
region.
yeah.
Yes. So we
I
we have
see.
we have we have contributed. We've paid our dues. And
I like the way
we
you
believe.
put it. You've paid your dues.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
Yes.
interesting because you have quite a long history with working with your party. And so you think it's time now for you to take up this big position. But I mean, before we get into the work of the Nasara coordinator or your vision, what you want to bring to this role, there are many who are unfamiliar with the word Nasara. What does it mean?
Nasara in the Hausa language means victory. Nasara, victory. The name came forth when um, after the 1996 election, where President candidate Kufuor then lost. Jacob Echebilamte with IC Kwe and his brothers Ibrahim Kwe and Mohammed Kwe came together and said, like, look, the MPP lost because the Alliance Compliance Order was used as a message against the MPP in that election. So those who were affected by the Alliance Compliance Order didn't vote MPP. So there should be a way to bring them on board. So by then, there was these people like the life of Alhaji Tanko, Haji Afara were all called to see how that organization will be made. So it was initially called the Muslim Club for MPP. But because of the laws of this country, you cannot also use religious names in politics. So for a new name, so Alhaji Maiga then was brought by Alhaji Tanko and Naisi Kwe and Co. Alhaji Maiga suggested the name Nasara. And the Nasara, when Jacob Chebilamte asked what the Nasara means, so the name Nasara was accepted, and that is where Nasara came from.
I see. That's quite a bit of history. Very interesting. And you were more or less there to witness all of this. So,
Yes.
what do you wish to do with this position? What change are you hoping to bring to what already exists as the current state of the Nasara? First of all, even before that, what is the current state?
Nasara, I will say, is on a sick bed. Diagnosis had been made, and so there is hope. And the hope is that we have people like myself who have Nasara deep inside us, and we have planned and also willing to make sure that we treat Nasara and treat Nasara well.
I see. I mean, when you say it's on a sick bed, it doesn't really give us a nuanced meaning or picture of what you're trying to say. It's on a sick bed in terms of what?
In terms of organization, in terms of mobilizing resources, mobilizing the vote that Nasara has to mobilize in the Zongos, we have not been able to do that, and it's making Nasara very weaker and weaker and weaker by the day.
I see.
I remember very well when we started Nasara from the Alhaji Maiga's time. Every Zongo community that you will enter or any consult, you will see Nasara Club at every electoral area, at every polling station. But since we were brought into the Constitution accepted us to be a wing, those things is no more there. And that is killing the spirit of Nasara.
So you think that Nasara is an important part of your vision to break the 8?
Yes, if Nasara Nasara works harder strategically and able to get 3 million votes in the Zongo community, it means that there is no way NDC will see the light of day. In 2016, we were able to get close to 2 million votes in the Zongo community.
Okay. So you feel as if you can then make the move to get 3 million, like you say. So how are you going to increase the presence of your party in the constituencies? You want to get the votes up to 3 million. How are you doing? How are you going to go about it? What's your plan?
Thank you for the question. You see, politics is about numbers. In as much as the party's constitution has not given us the rights or the mandate to have a polling station Nasara coordinator, the same constitution of the party has also given us the right to organize a wing.
Right.
At the area level and the polling station level. I want to start organizing the wing right from the polling station. So at the polling station, you will have a wing where you will have an executive.
Okay.
Secretary, the youth organizer, the women organizer at the polling station. You have 150 polling stations in your constituency.
Right.
So 5 by 150 polling stations. You look at the numbers you will have. Okay, and the work for these people is to make sure they are able to enter every single house at that polling station and get the list of Nasara or Zongo voters in that polling station. So by the time we will finish that exercise, we will know the Zongo people who are voting in that polling station, those who will be voting for NPP, those who will be voting for NDC, and those who will be voting for other parties. So when we are approaching these people, we have different messages for them.
I see.
That is going to...
Yeah, I'm listening.
That will make the foundation. When you move from station, you go to the electoral area. Every electoral area, we will also have 5 members at a wing at the electoral area. That was okay. When you do that, it makes the work very easily for the constituency Nasara coordinator to be able to mobilize resources to
I think I'm
take care of these people.
Right. I mean,
you see, the problem Nasara have had since inception is that we have not been able to bring the elite community into the building of Nasara. So you see us having ministers, deputy ministers, CEOs, MMDCs, ambassadors, who are Zongo people, who are supposed to be part and parcel of Nasara, but they are not. Because Nasara is not an attractive place for them to be. And they believe that even if they join Nasara, they will not get anything out of it. But if you have a coordinator like myself, who will be able to bring all these people on board, and also push the party to give them what we call a voting right at the conference as we are going on Saturday. One, it makes them have self-belonging.
Are you saying that, the people that are part of Nasara or represent the interests of Nasara within the party are not giving the voting right? Is that what you're saying?
Now, if you look at the wings, we have 3 wings of the party: the youth wing, the women's wing, the Nasara wing. When you take the youth wing, every minister under 40 years vote for youth. Every woman who is a minister, CEO, MMDC, ambassadors, they vote for women's wing. But when you come to Nasara, it doesn't exist.
Why is that the case? Why is that the case?
Because the leaders we have had have not gotten the vision to bring these people, to lobby the party, for the party to bring these people on board and give them voting rights so that the wing will be able to use these people as a source of resources to take care of the wing.
I see. That's interesting.
That is why you see Nasara falling apart every time. We will always be crying for resources, but we are sitting on resources and we don't use them.
I see. This is interesting.
We have ministers, you have deputy ministers.
Yeah.
Look at Mustafa Yusuf, a minister of sports. You have Mohammed Awal, who is the minister of tourism. You have Aminu Anta, who is a deputy minister of energy. You have Hanan, CEO for Buffer Stock. You have Dr. Abdul Rahouf, who is the registrar, Pharmacy Council. They are all Zongo people. They are all people.
I see. I mean, it's interesting because, you know, one of the biggest issues that we've been discussing, I mean, I've spoken to many aspirants for your National Delegates Conference. I mean, and one of the biggest issues has been the disconnect between the political elite of your party and the grassroots, and
Yes.
this is quite the new angle to it. So
Yes.
all of these people you mentioned are meant to be part of this Nasara wing, but they aren't.
Yes, they aren't.
I see.
And that is why I said earlier that Nasara is on the sick bed. Because if Nasara have to wait to the 90th minute before you will be able to give constituency Nasara coordinator 10 T-shirts to go and campaign, how is he going to campaign?
Anyway, I mean, you've spoken about the Nasara wing. I'm going to give you an opportunity again to speak about you know, how you intend to go, because you have a good plan. Clearly, you have a good plan. And let's talk about resources, because you need resources to get this the various coordinators in the various regions all the way down to your reps in the electoral areas to function. And I know that you've spoken about rolling out some revenue generating businesses. That's easy to say. Tell us about that.
Now, it's easy. Most of our Nasara coordinators are entrepreneurs. It will surprise you to know, go across this country, you will realize that our Nasara coordinators, a few of them are farmers, most of them are entrepreneurs. But and if they are entrepreneurs and we have a party that is in government and we are not able to build their businesses, it means that we have not done much. I want to see a Nasara, I want to build a Nasara where my Nasara coordinators who are entrepreneurs get the opportunity of expanding their businesses. And if it is going to take the Nasara coordinator to make sure that he gets a facility for them to boost their businesses so that they can also be able to employ people at the constituency level to work for them, for them to be able to also pay them salary and make profit. And every fund that you will be able to source for you, after you are going to service that, after servicing that fund, you also be paying dues.
I see.
You also be paying dues to Nasara, and that dues will be used to take care of the people.
I see.
I want to enroll an insurance policy for all our Nasara coordinators across the world. Look, I don't know whether you recall, a Nasara coordinator was butchered in the Sisala East District. You remember?
I'm from Sisala West, so I remember.
Sisala West.
I am from the West, yes.
Good. Waleka. You will be surprised to know Nasara as a wing has not been able to do anything for that gentleman.
Wow.
Okay.
I see. I mean, but if Nasara is unable to do anything as a wing, what about on the national front of the party? I mean,
the general secretary, I learned, went there and gave him some money. Okay, but that is not enough.
I see. What would you expect?
What I believe is that as a wing or as a party, there should be an insurance policy to take care of our officers right from the region right from the national to the constituency level, where in line of their duty, they have any health problems, that insurance should be able to take care of them. You don't wait for the party to go do silver collection before a member of the party or an executive member of the party will be taken care of.
I see.
I want to put up a policy that will be able to take care of them in line of their duties. They are organizers.
Right.
And they are always on motorbikes, going from one polling station, one electoral area to another. May God forbid, if they are involved in an accident, who is going to take care of them?
Right.
Their family.
I get that.
So if we have a very good insurance policy for them, we have very good insurance companies in this country that will be able to also listen to us and give us a very good packages for them. Take a very good insurance policy for them, and so that they will be protected, they will be saved. When they are involved in an accident or when they are sick or something, they should be taken care properly, so that the party will be able to work.
I see.
If
I mean,
on the field are not healthy, how would you win election?
Well, anyway, I mean, you know why I'm excited to speak to you, because you want to be on top of more or less a huge wing of the grassroots of your party, which is more or less by now the aggrieved unit of your party, because there's clearly a distinction now, and that's become a problem. There's a big divide, as others put it. Now, I know that as part of grassroots politics, the party, the coordinators, and so on, they sort of donate to community activities. They attend community events such as marriages, funerals, naming ceremonies, weddings, and so on and so forth. This is part of what you do to more or less make your presence felt in a community. But is it not also a way of sort of buying your electorate?
That is not buying of electorates. That is, I have always been saying, if you want the number one humanitarian service you can get in this world, is politics. Politics is a humanitarian service. The moment you take humanitarian service away from politics, excuse my language, whatever you do is useless. Politics is being made to take care of people, the needs of people, attend to them in the time of their needs.
I see.
So if you
that's an interesting take on politics, because there are some people that may disagree with you from the way that we run our politics, because some people say, well, let the politicians take care of themselves and let the churches take care of the rest.
You see, I am a practicing Muslim, and I believe in Islam and what the Quran says. Okay? If anything you do in life and there is no humanity part of it, whatever you are doing is a waste of time.
I see. You think your party is humanitarian enough?
My party is humanitarian, but some leaders we have had taking positions are not. And that is the reason why we are coming forward to make sure that we are able to fill in the gap.
I see. That's an honest truth. I'm quite impressed by that answer. But anyway, so let's talk about your race. Where's your support base? Do you have the support of the Council of Elders, for example, some of the big men whose names you mentioned? What's your support base like?
My support base is the grassroots.
I see, but they don't have a vote. You know how your electoral college works.
They vote for Nasara. It's my Nasara coordinators at the constituency level who votes for me.
I see. And you've secured the votes?
Come again?
You've secured the votes?
I have secured the vote. You know what? There has not been any Nasara coordinator that has been able to bring or make the TESCON, okay, Nasara coordinators feels like they are also part of Nasara.
I see.
And If it will surprise you to know that we have Nasara Tescom in all about 298 institutions in Ghana.
I see.
But you will know that Nasara Tescom in all these institutions has never been able to organize a program in those institutions.
I see.
I have told my Nasara coordinators, the Tescom Nasara coordinators, God willing, I become the Nasara coordinator. Every quarter, I will make sure there will be a budgetary allocation for them to be able to organize events and meetings on campus. It has never been done. Even Tescom, I've never seen a youth organizer. Okay, I'm stand to be corrected. Youth organizer, national youth organizer, regional youth organizer, or whatever, who is willing to give a budgetary allocation to Tescom to organize Tescom in their various institutions. I want to do that because this Tescom guys will complete their school and go back to the community. And when they go back to their communities, their mothers, their uncles, their friends are going to ask them, which political party do you think is the best? That is the reason why we have taken you to school, for you to come and show us the way. If we are able to take care of these people very well, it means that we are going to increase our fortunes, one in the Zongo community, two in the northern part of this country, and make sure that we are the Northern People's Party as we used to be called.
I see. I mean, some of our listeners, of course, who are listening to you have just sent me a question. And, well, there's been talk about the fact that your party, the NPP, has discriminated against persons from the northern upper regions, as we refer to them. I mean, all your vice president's positions are taken by that. It is assumed that this is done because you need somebody to deliver the northern vote. And you've just spoken bitterly about the fact that the Nasara wing it's on a sick bed. There's been no attention whatsoever. So these rumors, these assumptions that are coming through from what you've told us and from what others have said, can we say that your party discriminates in a certain way towards persons from the north of the country?
There is no discrimination here. The issue has to do with the people who lead you. When you choose the right people to lead you, you will have a good response or a good answer or a good treatment. If you choose the wrong people, it's the same. I am saying this because we have had ministers, cabinet ministers who are Northerners. As we speak, our Minister of Defense is from the Northern region. As we speak, our Minister of Interior is from the Upper West region. As we speak, our Minister of Sports is from the Northeast region. Okay? I can go on and on and on. So where is this allegation of discrimination? Okay, but as a party, you need somebody who will be able to organize and organize well. Every politician's ambition is to win power and take care of his people.
I see. Anyway.
If the party has been able to win power and has given your people positions to take care of you, and your people are not taking good care of you, it's not the problem of the party, it's the problem of the people who have been appointed.
I see. Nicely articulated there. No confusion there. Well, I mean, for those of you who are asking these questions, you got your answer now. It is the persons that have been picked from those regions, or the northern and upper regions, or the Zongo communities that are not doing what they should be doing. But, well, we'll see what you bring to the table. So let's talk about the race. I mean, it's this weekend, and very close. Are you even in the country?
I'm in the country.
I see. Right. So who is your biggest competition here?
I don't have a biggest competitor.
Everybody says that until the
My
day.
biggest competitor is
Uh-huh.
myself.
Interesting. Uh, everybody says that until the day. You know that, right?
Yes, yes. But then, as I told you,
Mm,
I am a grassroots person,
mm,
and politics is not all about shouting. It's about the ground.
mm,
It's about the people you associate yourself with.
mm,
It's the people who will testify to others what you have been able to do for them.
mm.
And by so doing, if you do well, the people will honor you.
I see.
If you don't do well, they will honor you.
Right. We have just a few minutes to leave the studio, so we'll quickly round up. We are speaking to Suleimana Al Hassan Atakbo. He is standing or vying to be the National Nasara coordinator for the ruling New Patriotic Party, and the elections, of course, will come off this weekend as part of the National Delegates Congress. Now, before you leave us, Suleimana, tell us, do you think that you can deliver 3 million or more than 3 million votes from the Nasara constituency of your party to help break that famous 8?
By the grace of God, if the nod is given me, I will not sleep in Accra.
I see.
I will make sure every corner of this country, my
I can't hear you now. Are you still there? Hello, Solomon.
presence will be felt. I am not going to be an armchair leader. I am going to work with the people on the streets. I am going to work with the people in the farm.
The people
And
in the
make
Ashaman and the Nima Zongos, they are listening to you.
Yes, those are my people. My sister, you see this politics. I am Suleimana Al Hassan, a Zongo boy by birth, and I have lived all my life in the Zongo, and I know my people.
I see.
I know.
It's good.
In
It's
election,
good that you know your people. It's good
people-
you know what you can do.
Yes. This election we are going, people have been in power for close to 4 years. They have amassed wealth. They have not been able to take care of the people who voted them. I have said this in all areas that I have gone. Take the money. It's an investment you made. But do the right thing.
Hey, just take the money. This thing will come and hunt you, but we have to we have to round up and leave the studio. So I mean, this was an exciting conversation, and it's good to deal with somebody who's interested in galvanizing or sort of bringing together the grassroots of the party to deliver on your vision of breaking that famous 8. We'll see how that works out for you, but good luck in the race at the weekend. We'll be catching up with you if you do win, and if you do not, well, we'll still catch up with you.
Thank you, my dear. I will always be there for you.
All right, thank you. So we've been speaking to Suleimana Al Hassan Atakbo. He is trying to be or running for the National Nasara coordinator position of the New Patriotic Party. The National Executives election will be held at the Accra Sports Stadium as part of activities that will take place from July 15 to 17 as part of the National Annual Delegates Conference of the New Patriotic Party. This is all time will allow us on today's edition of First Take on 3FM 92.7 with me, Nancy Vokania. Today we've been looking at labor issues. Our government is currently in negotiations with the teacher unions, including NAT, NAGRAT, CCT, and TEWU, and also the Ghana Medical Association and other unions, 23 unions and associations altogether meeting with government over the COLA. They want 20% of their base salary to be added up paid to them to make up or to cushion them in what they describe as harsh economic times. Our correspondent Daniel Opoko is on the scene and we'll be getting updates on that front. We've also been speaking to Suleimana Atakpo, who is running for the National Nasara coordinator of the New Patriotic Party. We wish him luck, and we'll see what happens at the weekend with that the annual delegates conference of the New Patriotic Party. Many thanks for spending your time with me this afternoon. My name is Nancy Vokania. Do join me again for another edition of First Take on 3FM 92.7 tomorrow, same time, 2 to 3 p.m. On production has been Collins Isuman. Many thanks and have a good afternoon.